If you have any leftover tomato sauce or tomato stew lying around in your kitchen helplessly, let's make use of it this morning. Today I woke up craving some pasta and I decided not to make my stew go to waste. We had wachi last night and the stew was kind of too much, so that is where that stew is coming from. So I went ahead and I drew out my old dusty pot. I put it on fire and I added in some water, some salt, covered it up and allowed the water to boil. So once that is going on, I want to remind you that if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification bell so that you don't miss out when I post any videos. So I had like 4 spare onions in my kitchen. I don't know, it just came, I found it. And some spare fish from last night as well. This recipe is just leftover, honestly. It's leftover from my kitchen. So if you have any leftover veggies or anything that you can toss into your pasta, go ahead and do just that. I'm doing what is working for me from my kitchen, so go ahead and do just that. I was feeling very lazy to go to the store and get new ingredients, so yeah, that is what it is. I went ahead and I did my twirl method with my pasta so that the pasta automatically settles into the pot once it becomes soft. And I covered this up and allowed it to cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. About 5 to 10 minutes later, I came back to check if my noodles were ready, and when I checked, it was actually ready. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. You guys, I know I haven't been posting for quite some time, but please forgive me. There's been a lot that has been going on in my life right now, and I've just been caught up. But for now, I'm here. I am here, I promise. So I went ahead and I drained my pasta and I added some cold water. Guys, if you haven't tried this method, try this method from today onwards, and I promise you your pasta will not be soggy anymore. Pour on some cold water whenever you sieve out your pasta. I didn't know this before. I saw it from TikTok or one of these social media sites, and since then my pasta has never been soggy. So I took out my stew from my frying pan, and since me being me, I didn't want to waste any juicy goodness from the pan, so I didn't rinse the pan. I went ahead and I added some oil and my sliced up onions, and I fried that for about 2 to 3 minutes or until my onions were translucent. I went in and I added 1 egg and I sprinkled on some salt, scrambled the eggs up and cooked it for about a minute or 2. Then I went in and I added my fish from last night, my leftover fish, let me see. And I gave this to a good stir, and I finally added in my stew. You want to add your stew in according to the amount of pasta you have. You don't want the stew to be too much and you don't want it to be too little. I then went ahead and added some water to deglaze my pan, and I gave this a stir, and I tasted it for salt, added a little bit more salt, and finally my pasta. You can add in your pasta little by little if you will not be able to mix it evenly, but my pasta wasn't too much, so I just added everything in, gave it a stir and allowed the pasta to warm up again for about 5 to 10 minutes, and my pasta was basically ready. I also made an egg omelette with 1 egg and some onions, and I fried that up aside. I'm trying to make this pasta look as aesthetic as possible, but guys, bear with me if it is not pleasing your studies. I'm not good at that. I'm still a beginner. So I plated my pasta and I topped it off with my egg, and this pasta was ready. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave this video a thumbs up. It will really do me a lot of good. Subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification bell, and leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know you are here. If you decide to make this recipe, please take a picture and send it to me on my Instagram at Miss Phil's Food. And until next time, guys, don't forget, food is a universal language. Speak it. I love you guys so much. Bye.